everybody? It's another. Oh my bad. It's another episode of Broken Bear Conversations. This should be episode 9, and as you can see, we're in a different location. This is in his apartment, but it's a different room. It's really nice. It looks like professional. Like you can see the whole Seattle background and stuff.
The rain, the wet.
The wet. Yeah. It used to be the ice, the other day, but yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy out here yesterday.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about that,
right.
man. The freaking
big
Seattle ice storm. Well,
All
before we get started, real quick, let me just shout out everything. Broken Bear Conversations on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram. Check us out. Thank you. All right.
So yeah, I remember. So it was like Friday, pretty bad. Woke up, so I was like, all right, let's see how bad it is outside. And I opened my door, and I was like, oh my god, everything's ice skating ring.
Yeah.
Everything's an ice skating ring. And that kind of freaking shocked me. As I look out in my alleyway, which this right behind us is one of the alleyways. You can kind of runs into this little street. And man, there were cars they just slid down this hill.
I was gonna say, I seen videos.
They were just stuck. I was looking out my window. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, cars were just stuck. There was like a Beamer and a Mercedes that were kind of bumped into each other down there. I don't know what people were doing, where they were trying to go, but yeah, this is blocked off. This is already taped off, and then there's another alleyway over there that was fully taped off. And it was just all ice. I don't know how y'all's area was, but all of Seattle was just ice, and these dumbasses were trying to drive somewhere.
No, yeah, Seattle was insane on Friday because on Thursday it was cold, but it wasn't anything freezing,
No, it was just like it was cold.
Yeah, but it was pretty cold. It was like 13 degrees.
Yeah, it was like
it's pretty low.
It was like hopefully it'll rain, and then all of a sudden.
What's the lowest you guys get in Texas?
We've been colder than that. We've been I think that last ice storm we had, which was it like shut off power because Texas we all have AC. So I know y'all have the problem when it gets too hot. No one has AC. Texas is the opposite. We people's electricity will start resolve our stuff's like right on the ground. So if it gets too cold or it freezes, water lines stop working and people's electricity just goes out. And that's our main issues. And when it got as cold as it did, I think it was in the negatives, man. I don't know if it was. It was definitely cold. You couldn't go outside. You couldn't be out. I was more like I had my whole closet on. And I walked outside trying to go somewhere, trying to go up to my my in-laws' house. I was just trying to walk up the driveway. Dude, I was freezing.
That's crazy.
And I had like 7 pants on, a jacket.
God.
I was covered in. It was just that cold.
You weren't lying.
It was like what Russia and Germany I would think are like. It was the coldest cold I've ever experienced.
That's freaking crazy.
But I don't know. I don't remember. We didn't have electricity for like 4 or 5 days.
What?
Man. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
How did you survive?
Well, we had a fireplace and stuff like that.
Did you sleep with like 7 layers on?
Yeah, well, we had some really thick blankets, man.
Okay.
And it was like we had some animals, of course, kept them in bed. But yeah, we had a fireplace we could keep on, and I have a lot of hobbies, so that's always fun to get entertained, thankfully.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucked for about 3 days, man. You got to find shit to do. I was able to make some electricity work, and we could watch movies on the DVD player.
Wait, how?
We have a little shed in the back, so it's like there's little generators you can get, you can keep that a little warm. But man, it sucked. It wasn't as bad as like this freeze was pretty crazy, but picture that stressed out for like a week.
Yeah.
How crazy it would be here. That's kind of what it was like. You couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't drive on the roads. Couldn't do nothing in Texas. So that type of cold, this was basically the same. It was like that. It just extended for a couple more days.
You guys had the really low temperatures, but you guys didn't have the ice because there's no rain, right?
We still get ice. It snows, and then all of a sudden the snow will melt. It during this time we got it randomly. Sometimes will snow, especially during Christmas time. I snowed once in March. It can do it. It's right. Texas is like bipolar, temperamental.
Is that global warming? What is that?
It makes you wonder, right?
Right.
They always talk about that. Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm sure we've already fucked this planet up enough. It's angry. It's showing itself. It is. Mother Nature's like, God damn it. I gotta teach y'all a lesson.
You ever play Final Fantasy VII?
I have not.
That kind of reminds me of that game because the whole concept of that game is that there's this life energy that's in this world called Mako. And basically, Mako. And basically, there's a company in that game called Shinra that's just harvesting all this Mako, right? And just taking all the energy out the earth, killing it, right? And then everything is balanced, like Full Metal Alchemist, there's a give and take to everything. So if you're taking all this Mako, the earth's going to want it back.
Yeah.
So they like start releasing like weapons to like fight humans to get it back and stuff. And it basically ends with, I think, like a gigantic asteroid hitting the Earth, creating a gigantic hole, and then the Mako comes in and fills it. You know, but that kind of reminds me of real life, though. Yeah, I think that is happening.
Well, dude, me waking up this morning, the wind sounded like it was 60 miles an hour. It freaked me out. I had to shut my window because it was like slightly cracked and it was like moving like this, trying to fucking blow open.
Yeah,
I was like looking around, like, what the fuck is going on?
Definitely over here, you can see all the freaking.
Dude, it was
blowing. You can't see in a camera because it's just buildings over there, but everything over here is just blowing like crazy.
No, it's like it's simmered down. I don't know if I don't know what was going on. It started freaking me out. I was like, "Is this like the end of the world? Like, what is going on?" It was just people screaming outside. It was like homeless people. It was, I guess, their stuff was getting blown down. I don't know if they had like a tent or something. It was crazy windy. I've never seen it like that.
That's crazy.
Stuff was like blowing off my balcony. Stuff was just blowing off everywhere.
Yeah,
it was nuts.
I live in Kent, so I didn't really have wind, but I did get the ice pretty bad.
Yeah,
and it was pretty kind of funny though, because on Friday, I woke up. I just did my usual routine of getting ready, you know. I actually took my time that morning because I felt like I had extra
Friday
time.
Morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went to my car. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't realize how icy everything was.
Yeah, it's covered, right?
Yeah, but I thought it was just regular ice, you know.
Oh yeah.
So I went and filled up.
Would you just scrape off?
No. I did my usual thing of filling up this bucket we got with water and pouring it on my car. And usually the first pour,
cold? What do you do?
Cold.
Okay.
But usually the first pour clears off the ice, but the first pour did not make a dent.
No.
I'm like, oh my god, what's going on?
And as cold as it was that morning, it might just refreeze that quick.
Maybe,
man.
But then to get my windshield clear, it took like literally like 7 buckets of water, maybe even more, just for the windshield. And I had to do all the windows.
Wow.
So I spent like, and then it was like we work at 7. At this moment, it was like 6:30. And it already takes me like 30 minutes to get to work. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta text our supervisor that I'm gonna be late. So I texted him that I'm like, hey, good morning. I'm sorry, the ice is really bad. It's taking forever. I'm still working on it. I'm probably gonna be late, right? And then he's like, okay, thanks. And then I spend the next 50 minutes clearing up all the ice off my car. And now it's like 7:20, 20 minutes past when we're supposed to clock in. And I'm like, okay, finally I can drive. I start driving. I get on the freeway, and I'm on the freeway for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, it's feeling really slippery. God, and like my car, I know, but my car has like and it started like giving me the signal that it's like my tires are not, that it's getting like not a lot of good handle.
Yeah, they're swerving.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh shit, I don't think I can make it. So I text my supervisor again. I'm like, hey, I finally got the ice off my car 50 minutes later. And I drove partway there, but I'm sorry, I don't think I can make it. And I just felt hella bad because I really texted this guy twice.
Yeah.
With news. I probably got his hopes up. And I'm like,
I got one coming in.
Yeah, and then,
one.
And then I'm like, sorry, I can't make it.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
don't
way.
know how anybody. I want to know, like on Tuesday, I'm probably gonna text you. Just let me know if anybody fucking made it to work. Yeah. If they did, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
I walked out here. I took 3 steps. I slipped immediately. I caught myself. I was like, all right, fuck this. And then I was like, if anybody's doing anything today, that's nuts. And then sure enough, there was just people were trying to drive. People started sliding down the hill.
I know, that's the thing that's crazy. Because you saw it, but I only saw it in videos.
Wow.
And it was crazy to see clips of it going viral online, actually. Because this is pretty bad over here. I saw videos of like all the hills in Seattle are so steep, like this.
It's so steep. I mean, it's like you can't do anything. It's just they're all just at least incline angles. Everything.
Steep ass hills, right?
Yeah.
And all these cars are parked on these hills, and they're just literally sliding down the hill slowly. I'm like, God damn, what do you even do?
No, well,
what did they do anyway?
That's the thing. Well, because I used to work at FedEx and post office, I had to drive in these shitty weathers. Even in Texas, we get shitty weather like this, and for the most part, if you don't have chains, that's the only thing that really helps against like snow and some ice.
Yeah.
But this stuff, man, no, we can't do anything about it. Shouldn't even be out there trying to drive on it. That's what is. I know delivery companies might have to be out there, but I didn't see any people delivering very much stuff on that day.
Yeah.
So it's like, if it's unsafe, like. I don't know. People just because they don't want to drive here. It's not a normal thing Seattle gets. I'm assuming, right?
We get it. I mean, every year we do get snow.
Not like
but
ice.
Not like this. This ice. I've never seen this.
So this in Texas, this may happen maybe once or twice, like in like a 3-4 year period, you know.
Wow.
So it's like almost every year, but it's not. So it's like it doesn't have one year, it's gonna happen the next one. Just like our heat waves, we might have a bad one. I'll get some of those sometimes, but this was a little different. I know it was like a freak storm. Everyone was getting hurt by this.
It was crazy, man. It was so crazy. Also on Friday, this past weekend, it was Christmas, and my dad's actually a Buddhist. He's also Mexican. I never met a Mexican that's a Buddhist, you know?
Yeah, no,
and it's kind of funny, honestly, because like in that temple he goes to, he's the only Mexican guy. Everyone's just Vietnamese.
So we figure most Hispanic people are gonna be towards, like, I guess, Catholic, right?
Yeah,
that's
usually.
Religion, yeah.
But I think he might have grew up Catholic, but he turned Buddhist when he was older. Cause a quick story, but he just was in Seattle University, South Seattle College, whatever. And he was in the library. I don't know why. I mean, he is in school, so
why is he in a book?
I mean, he is in school, so it makes sense. But he was in the library, looking at books.
He's like, I don't know why he's in the book. Why is he in the library?
Sometimes I don't know why. Sometimes I just say kind of dumb stuff, but yeah, but it's funny. But yeah, he was in the library looking at books. And he found a book about Buddhism.
That's a dumbass name to name that book for. No. So yeah, he found a book about Buddhism.
Just I don't know. Sometimes life just happens weird.
Yeah.
It's just like out of all the books he could have picked out, he picked out a book on Buddhism, and ever since then he's been a devout Buddhist.
Hey, and that's one of the things I would say. Listening to that intuition part of you, where it's like, you have this urge or thought, and I have this theory about. I call them intrusive thoughts. You know, there's negative and there's positive.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like those positive intrusive thoughts, you know, they can guide you if you're paying attention enough.
I agree.
And it's like that, and it changed his life. Immediately, they went a whole different direction. I call those why moments.
It did.
Because if he never went there and picked up that book, who knows where he would be at right now?
Yeah.
He'd be somewhere else, man. It's weird.
He'd probably be in a worse place because he does have anger issues.
Okay.
So Buddhism and meditation helps a lot.
And this is the counselor dude, right?
Yeah. But that was how he became a Buddhist. And then this past weekend, he went on a retreat with his temple for like 3 days.
Oh shit!
He does it like every year, I think. But anyway, I was home alone this past weekend, and I remember on Friday.
Like the movie.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And it was Christmas. No one broke in, luckily. But on Friday he left, and on Friday I partaked in some devil's lettuce, you know, some wacky tobacco, you know, that stuff. And then I remember, excuse the noise, I forgot to turn off my notifications. But anyway, I did it, you know, I smoked a little bit, and I fell asleep. And I fell asleep like at 3 p.m., you know, just in the middle of the day. And then all of a sudden I woke up randomly at like 6. I just hear this loud ass noise. And then, hello.
Sorry about that. Can we have a minute, like 10 minutes? 5?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and then I woke up at 6 on Friday randomly because I heard this loud noise, right? And I could not figure out where this loud noise is coming from. I was walking around the house, I'm like, what's this loud noise, you know? It's just so loud. I go to the bathroom, just to use the toilet, and I still hear it, and then I'm like, because it sounds like running water or something, right? So that's why I went to the bathroom to see if like the sink was on. It wasn't on. Went to the kitchen, the sink wasn't on there either. I'm like, what's going on? And I keep trying to follow this loud noise, right? It leads me to my front door. I low-key kind of get scared because it's like nighttime. I just hear this super loud noise outside my front door. I'm like, is there something going on in the street or something, right? And then I opened it. I freaking see my faucet right there just spraying water.
Oh, shit.
Right? I was like, oh, shit. How long has this been going on?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't doubt it if this has been going on for like an hour or something.
Oh,
you know, while I was asleep or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, the freaking thing was just spraying. I was like, oh, my God. I was freaking out. I'm like, what do I do about this, right? And then I try to mess with it, try to turn it off and stuff. It won't turn off. I was like, oh, shit. And then I freak out. I text my dad. Of course, he's not responding right away because he's in the retreat. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I call 911. I asked him, like, hey, my freaking faucet just spraying water, you know? What do I do?
Just call 911.
I did. I'm like, can you guys send like a plumber or a fire department? I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out, you know? And they end up sending a fire department over. big ass truck. You know, it's not blurring the sound, but lights are flashing and stuff. They pull up to my house, knock on the door, and they come in. And I talked to him, explained the situation.
It's like, hey, did you turn the deposit officer? No.
I did. I tried. Because I would have been so embarrassed if that was the solution. Yeah. Like, fuck, I wasted their time. Yeah. You know. But anyway, they came in, went to my basement to check for flooding. Luckily, no flooding. I freaked out. I was like, oh shit, what if we're flooding? Yeah. But
you got the fucking wet bandits coming visit you.
Shit,
it seems like,
maybe.
Man,
yeah. There's ice going on over here. There's fucking water going over there, you know, and winds over here, shit. But they end up turning off the water, and then they have a whole toolbox, and they like end up wrenching it really tight. Yeah. And then they turn the water back on, and it's all good. Cause basically what happened is
Pipe burst, right?
Yeah. Cause you know how you're supposed to put the styrofoam thing on it. My dad did that, but I guess he didn't do it properly, so it didn't properly go on top of it. So that's why the pipe burst happened, which sucked. And that was my Friday.
Well, did y'all have like any, if you have any like in the house, like any sink running, water dripping?
I don't think so, no.
That would have probably helped it as well. Just a little bit of dripping in a sink, in a bathroom, whatever it may have been. It would stop it from, because it froze, and that's where the pressure caused it to go. That happens in Texas. That's the stuff we have to always do if it starts getting too cold. Yeah. Because our stuff's too close to the surface.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy. I didn't know what to do.
They help.
I didn't know what to do, man. Yeah. I'm like, I don't think you can call an emergency plumber. You know. Yeah. I think that's just it. You know. But yeah, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Okay. Yeah.
Anyways, that was my little story. We're just talking about the Seattle ice stuff. Thanks for watching. I'm Seiko.
This is Josh.
And what's your Instagram again?
It's at poetry.and.lens.
Okay. And again, Broken Bear Conversations everywhere. Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Check us out. Thank you.